Good morning, everybody, and buongiorno, and welcome to another Tuesday Cucina Quarentina episode. Today we are going to be featuring Greek food, and we're going to have my friend Alfredo join us. And the lovely lady you saw there in the first shot there, that is Maria, who is a guide in Athens as well. So Alfredo, first of all, tell us, why are we finding you in Athens rather than in Naples?
Yeah, hi. First of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to my terrace here in Athens. You're finding me here because this place has been for the last 3.5 years my second apartment in Mediterranean. So besides the one you saw in Napoli, maybe during the other Cucina Quarentina where we cooked the beautiful involtini there. This is the place where I used to come when I work in Greece, but also I used to come a lot when I want to take a week off from crazy Napoli and crazy Italy, change scenery, to change language, to change food, views, everything. So this is my terrace. As you can see, like in Napoli, I like having plants, and there is a very nice view down there towards the hill of Feti, which is a bit funny now, but this is because we're getting close to sunset. This is on sunset direction. This is why this terrace is particularly enjoyable at this time of the day. Now I'm gonna take you in. Maria, my friend and colleague, is being the camera woman for this experience, and she's following me in the apartment. And this is the living room of my place. We're gonna go now towards the core of this experience, which is the kitchen area, where we're going to start cooking together a couple of beautiful, simple Greek plates. There is some Greek music going on just to put you in the mood, but we're going to put it low now because otherwise, I guess, it's going to interfere with the talking during the preparation of the food. So you've been going towards through my sitting room. This is my little desk, which becomes also a beautiful dining table. I like having parties, as you know, so I can have it outside, inside here. My books, which is improving my book collection here in Greece. And now this is the guest room. So if one day you'll be here as a guest, this is going to be your room. And now we're going to go towards the kitchen. Andiamo. My kitchen is not big, but it's very actually cozy. So welcome to the kitchen. This is going to be our Cucina Quarentina experience space today. And we're going to cook two very typical, but also pretty easy dishes of the Greek cuisine. One is the Greek salad, the oriatikis, ele salata, and then we're going to make the mista, which is the stuffed vegetables. We're going to do this together, and in the meanwhile I'll try also to give you a feeling of what Greece is for me and how things are doing these days here in Athens and all around Greece and the islands. And then we're going to meet again on Saturday for a very nice excursion out of Athens, which might be on an island, might be in the Peloponnese. I will let you know soon. Okay, so Sarah, do you have any questions?
All right. Sorry, just putting in my earpods and I'm getting all ready. So I am ready to cook. So shall we start with the Greek salad?
Yeah, we can start. Actually, I will start saying how to prepare the vegetables, because then those we're gonna do later. As you're gonna follow me with the Greek salad, let's explain the proceeding for the vegetables, and then we will go to the salad and we cook that together. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start to explain to you how I do usually prepare my Greek vegetables. We stuff 3 vegetables here. One is the zucchini. Usually we get the round one, the small round one like this. Tomatoes and green peppers. Okay, these are the ones we usually stuff. And do we stuff with what? Okay, this is this is one of those recipes that change a lot. Every mama in Greece has her own typical recipe for the stuffing. It varies. It can be just vegetarian. It can be also with meat. I like it with meat, so I'm gonna tell you how to proceed with meat, also stuffing, not only rice and meat together. And what goes inside these amazing vegetables is lots of spices and herbs. So we're gonna use some fresh parsley, some fresh mint, and here, directly from my vegetable garden near the kitchen, some fresh thyme too. Because I like thyme when it's fresh. It's very, very nice. So I'm gonna get it from my little pot here on the balcony. This is the back balcony of the apartment. Okay. And we're gonna put some meat. I like pork meat actually inside because it is more juicy usually, and a little bit more fat that melts well with the other ingredients and gives also more liquid and humors to the rice to get cooked while you prepare them. Because I will explain you, the rice actually cooks while the plates and the dish gets ready, little by little, in the different steps of the process. Okay, so we're gonna start adding the meat. Here it is. I put here 3/4 of a pound of the pork meat, and we're gonna put inside this some of the parsley. I like a little nice chunk of it. I'm gonna then make it very small. I put a little bit of mint too. Goes together. Okay. And let's not forget my fresh thyme. I just got this. I can put directly actually because it's already very little. Okay. Here we go. Then we put salt. Let's say a pinch or two, depending on how salty you eat. And pepper. Fresh ground pepper. Okay, this is the base of my meat. Now what we're gonna do is, this meat will need to go, let me recycle the paper and continue with the rest. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a pan, which is going to be the pan where we prepare the stuffing for our vegetables. And in the base of the pan, we're gonna put some olive oil. Here I have very nice organic Greek olive oil. In Italy, I would use my personal olive oil from my olive grove, but this is a very good one, actually, as far as you can find a nice organic one. I don't put too much.
Tell me something, Alfredo. Yeah, tell me something. So people may be wondering, what is the difference between Greek olive oil and Italian olive oil?
Oh, there is not really a difference, meaning the olives are olives. So now what's different is the soil. The soil, and also the fact that the oldest olive trees are here in Greece. So the most of the trees that produce olives here in Greece are very old ones. You can find 2,000-year-old trees. Even I've seen one 3,000-year-old. And we have some in Italy that old, which are only in Puglia normally. That's the only region where we find those. But otherwise, the quality of the olive oil depends basically on the soil. That's what gives the taste. And then it depends also on the moment you pick the olives. That gives the different acidities. There is people that say if it is not Italian olive oil, I don't get it. Well, I produce my own. I should be one of those people. I'm not. I love Greek olive oil. And I think actually that some Greek olive oils are very, very good. Some are very, very subtle in terms of taste. For my salad, for example, often I like also the Greek, not only the Italian. So there is not much difference. The important is that it's extra virgin olive oil, and this, as you know, depends on the acidity. This is what gives the extra virgin quality, and most of all, and this is most of the cases, it must be cold pressed. That's very important for the quality of the olive oil. But otherwise, for me, some Greek olive oils, once again, I really like them. For example, in the region of Delphi, if you go there, you see this amazing view from the top of the town, where also the archaeological site is. There is this valley of olive trees, which is like an amazing river in between the mountains that flows into an ocean, the blue ocean, which is there. It's so beautiful to see, and all that produces lots of beautiful olive oil. So not many differences. It's a question of taste. Depends on, another important thing must be organic. This for me is important, because if it is organic, it is produced without using products that can influence the taste of the olive, and moreover, organic production is good for our terroir, our territory, both in Greece and in Italy. Was it okay? Is it clear?
Of course. I'm
Okay,
telling you,
so,
Alfredo, you need to host your own cooking show, honestly.
We will work on it, Sarah, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you start, you go ahead. No, I'm kidding, but it's gonna be fun. We might do one, actually. Okay, I'm doing here very quickly and very easy the preparation of the base of the what we're gonna simmer together to make the stuffing for the vegetables. And I'm doing very easily, like I do without, like a show or something. Just cut the little onions, these are the fresh spring onions. Huh? I like those when it's the season more than the seasoned one, because they are nicer in terms of taste. So I'm gonna put one at the base of the pan. In this, we're gonna put then the meat, but I want this to go a little bit, frying just a little bit to get a beautiful light brown color. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna cut all the greens we prepared. So basically the mint and the parsley we put together here, I'm gonna just prepare them to go inside the mixture. Oh my God, the smell is amazing. I would like you to smell this. I mean, another thing, Greek mint, amazing, amazing, better than Italy. So here we are. Parsley, better in Italy. They have, by the way, they use the Italian one, better than the others. The Italian quality, what we call the Italian parsley, which is this one. It's kind of leaves, which looks like coriander too.
So my mom and I had a kind of a debate last night, because my mom actually made the yamas last night. She made stuffed green peppers for us for dinner. And there are a couple of different philosophies on the stuffed peppers. One of them is that you cook the meat before you put them into the pepper or the zucchini or tomato. The other is you leave it raw.
No, you start with that. I'm just preparing, waiting. I'm going to do that too. But waiting for the onion to get ready for the meat to go in. I was just getting, a little bit ahead.
So my question is, which is your school of thought? Do you cook the meat first, or do you let the meat inside the
That's
vegetable?
what I'm saying. I was just advancing a little bit with this. While you see now the onion is ready to receive the meat. And in the meanwhile, I was preparing the herbs, but the herbs go later. Okay.
Okay, so you do brown your meat.
I was just preparing them, just advancing, doing some preparation work while I put something.
So another technique that I've used when I do these is to use the meat, do a mixture of ground beef and pork and add an egg, and then put that in raw so that it ends up baking inside and it becomes more solid. But that's a different thing.
These I like less for yemista. I do that when I do stuffing for other things. But yemista, which usually can also be only vegetarian, has the characteristic that the rice inside keeps a little bit like, not really sticky, or like something that can, like stay in grains. And if you cook the meat without the egg and the rice, you still keep a little bit that characteristic. Whereas if you add the egg, this puts everything together and sticks like one only piece normally, okay? This is why I don't put the egg inside. I like that kind of friability of stuffing and the fact that it melts in crumbles, basically, when you cut the vegetables. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, there was a photo, but we avoided it. Okay, the meat is going. I will stop this at a certain point because I need also the inside of the tomato to go in here. Okay? So I will show you the next step before we continue this. So this is at a certain point, we will stop this and then we will prepare the base. Okay, here, let's put it on the side. And now I will here start working on the veggies. Basically, what you do, you take the cap off of the veggie, but you don't throw this away, you keep it, it's important, okay? For the zucchini, for the tomato, potato, and for the pepper, okay? Now the pepper will need some more work because we need to take this off. And this we don't use, we just clean, we wash the seeds. Okay, so the pepper is ready to be stuffed like this. And we keep the cover because this is gonna be like a lid on the top when we cook, okay? For all the vegetables. Now for the zucchini, I'm gonna go inside with a knife and cut all around like this. And take out the heart. Oh my God, I feel terrible taking out the heart of something, but.
It's a heartless zucchini.
Yeah, but still it's a heart. Okay, so this is the beautiful little nest where we're gonna put our nice stuffing. And now we proceed with the tomato. All around. And this is, let's go back behind. Okay, one. Okay, it's important to keep the bottom, not to open it, otherwise it will leak when you stuff, okay? So the 3 vegetables, we'll do just 3 to show, then I'll do the others later, like this, okay? Just ready to receive the stuffing. Now I'm gonna use some of the zucchini I took out. The tops go here, so we're sure we don't lose them. And I put away, this is gonna be what we use later to stuff, okay? I will put it away on the table here. Here we go. This is what we're gonna stuff, and now we continue the preparation here. This tomato, I slice it very finely. And I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna take away the hard part here because this is a bit too hard, and leave just the tiny nice part of the tomato. Work it on it a little bit. Do the same thing with the zucchini meat. This. Here we go. And this is nice because this is also something that gives, as you put together zucchini and tomato hearts, gives also an unity to the plate, because you will have a plate which will have normally when they serve you yummy style here in Greece, you will have 1 pepper, 1 tomato, and 1 zucchini with some potatoes, usually as a side. But the fact that the meat of the vegetables goes inside together gives a little bit of unity to the 3 serving. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add to the meat this nice pulp. As you can see, my stove here is not really professional. I suffer a little bit when I'm in Athens. I could here much less open than when I'm in Italy. But already the electric thing for me is not nice. But in this area, we do not have actually the gas is difficult to get actually, but I will eventually, and I'm sure I will one day because I need to go to a more usual for me standard of cooking. But still, I managed to do a little party with Maria and some friends. We were 10, and I managed to feed 10 people. So we can. If we want,
this is always the problem when, so that leads me to a question for you. When I travel, I occasionally will rent an apartment because you know how much I like to cook as well. And so when I walk through, you know, the marketplace and I see beautiful things, I'd like to try and cook with them. But the problem is when you rent an Airbnb or an apartment, you end up having a bad kitchen. So I've developed sort of my little bag of secrets to be able to cook properly. What are your tips for people who are renting apartments with bad kitchens?
You know, I don't have really. I cook only when I am at friend's place. Usually, when I am abroad, I don't feel very comfortable in using Airbnb in kitchen of other people. First of all, most of the time they ask you not to use it, basically, or to use it in a way that I don't know. I feel more comfortable when I am either in my kitchen or I have the owner next to me. And it's going to be also like in an exchange. Oh, how do you switch this on off? And how do you do this? And where do you keep your oil? And, you know, it's more like a game. I don't like to do that in Airbnb. If I really had to do for a party, maybe I would get organized. But to be honest with you, I do cook when I travel, but it's often at friend's place.
What I have found that when I travel and I rent an apartment or something like when I was at Tommaso's house in Salina in the summertime, I came fully prepared, assuming that it wasn't going to have the things I need. So I bought myself a proper mocha pot because the mocha pot there was too small, which it always is. The coffee maker is always too small. And then I buy at a grocery store when I get there a nice sharp knife because that's the thing that rental apartment kitchens never have is a good knife. And I just either leave the stuff there as, you know, a gift to the person I rented the house from, or I take it home with me. And then the other thing I bring with me is no kidding, I put together a bag of spices. I get a Ziploc bag and I put together just a little bit of all of my favorite spices. I make my own spice blend as well. And I'll put that in a bag and put that into my suitcase because you don't want to buy an entire jar of paprika for one dish, you know. So that's my little secret. I bring my own spices and I buy a proper knife and usually a coffee pot because the coffee pots are usually not up to my standards.
Well, usually I need to get inspired, and this happens. I don't bring stuff because this happens normally. I get inspired if I visit the market or if I do I don't know, other food experience that day that give me a nice inspiration. At that point, I do the shopping at the market, and then I cook at my friend's place, or sometimes if I have to also in Airbnb with kitchen that they say you can use. Okay, I added a little bit more olive oil because we're getting a little bit dry. Now you see the consistency is very nice. At this point, I will add rice and wash it first. I'm gonna just use a cup of rice. Okay.
By the way, Alfredo, I think you're the only person I know that actually has lost weight during this past year.
It's incredible, isn't it?
You look fantastic.
Do you want the secret?
I do. Tell me, what's your secret?
The secret is that during the first lockdown, I gained something like 5-6 kilos. And I didn't really feel it very, very nice. I mean, it was getting too much. And moreover, over New Year, I had a very bad backache problem. And I went to see a doctor and he said, you know, maybe weight is part of your problem. I said, oh, that's good to know. Maybe this will give me the motivation to start something. And then I went to see an osteopath, somebody that makes you, manipulations for your back. He was very nice, and he did the first ones. And then I said, maybe you should associate to this a little bit of diet, and maybe start doing something like Pilates would be perfect. So I started dieting, and I started Pilates classes, which, by the way, these days in Italy, to do it, you have to do it one by one with your personal trainer, because the classes don't go because of COVID. So it costed me a fortune, but I started to see the result. The fact that I was spending a fortune, that I was seeing a result, and that I was feeling better, gave me the energy to go on, and I keep going. Do you like the results?
You look fantastic, honestly. Yeah. I'm very impressed. Well, I should maybe change to Pilates. I run and I do yoga, but and we've been on a diet for a while.
No kidding. I think that associating some good, you don't need to be really starving. You need to do for some time some good, clean cooking and reducing all the things that are not nice for your body. And each of us actually, for me, is mostly sugars and a little bit bread and pasta, but it's more sugar, fat, and all kind of salami and fried stuff.
You're Neapolitan. Well, I mean, Alfredo, you're Neapolitan, so you never had anything in your favor. Pizza, pasta, all the best pizza and sweets that you can find in the whole world are surrounding you. Like, that's got to be terrible. How do you resist? That's the question.
Okay, so here we are. Look at the stuffing now. The rice is cooking together with the meat. This is what I was telling you before. The process of cooking of the rice goes slowly, and it's also goes all through the preparation of the meal. First, we start cooking a little bit rice with the meat. At a certain point, I will need to add maybe a little bit of water or olive oil, depending. If you think that the olive oil you put was really enough, you don't want to put more olive oil, just add a little water instead. Otherwise, if you like a lot of olive oil, like most Greeks do, because they like a lot olive oil, you keep adding olive oil to keep the moisture, so that the rice will start cooking. At a certain point, we will stop this, but the rice is going to continue cooking once we stuff the veggie with it. And we put the veggie in the oven, into a pan with some water on the bottom that's going to steam and then cook the vegetable and the rice inside. Was it clear enough?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So I'll do just a little bit more here, and then I'll show you how we finish this. How we start preparing the pan, and then we switch to the salad. Okay. Okay. So here, a little bit more. In my case, I think that olive oil is enough. So I'm gonna go for some water now.
So Alfredo, you during this pandemic have been employing yourself by teaching online cooking lessons. How has that been going?
It's going very, very well, actually, and it's very fun. And I have repeaters, people that have been doing already 3 or 4 classes. Once they do the first one, they ask something they really would like to learn how to cook, or they ask me to, because I've been, Sarah, I told you that to the friends who are listening and viewing us now, I've been living in France for a few years in the 90s, went over the border to Barcelona from Toulouse very often, live in Greece often now, and obviously my imprinting was Italian. So all these different cuisines, and I have also a place in Berlin, so not much from the German kitchen, I have to say, but there is something that I like and I try to mix and import, and I love Asiatic, all kind of Asian cuisine. So I try to mix a lot when I cook for myself, And when I told this to some of the people on the cooking classes, the standard Italian or Greek cooking classes, they told me, "Oh, we would like to see also the way you do your kind of fusion." So it's been really improving and nice, and it's really nice. Really nice. With my cousin Annette in Boston, we're thinking, actually, she loves cooking like me. She does cooking classes. We are thinking of writing a little book together. Will be fun.
Oh, that's great. What a good idea.
The two cousins over the ocean exchanging recipes for parties.
Well, I think that's great. So if anybody watching is interested in learning directly from Alfredo, he does do private cooking classes and Zoom cooking parties, which what a fun way to get together with your relatives if you still aren't able to see them, to just do an online cooking class. So, or get together with your friends that way. And I always like hanging out with Alfredo. And I will tell you, we did that cooking party at my house last year. That was so much fun.
That was really fun.
We got to do it again.
People were really just loving it, making pasta with their own hands and then cooking all the different appetizers, preparing the beautiful aperitif with the drinks we made, the Negroni we did, the spritz we did. So they were getting also happy, I have to say.
We spent more money on liquor for that than we did on food. I remember when we went shopping for that, I was like, are we really going to need this much liquor? And you're like, yes, we will.
And actually, I've been doing cooking parties like those all around the States. I've done in Boston area. I've done those at your place in Seattle. I've been doing that in Colorado, in Boulder, Colorado, and I've been doing those in Florida. And I'm planning, as soon as we can start again, going over the ocean, to continue also the cooking parties at friends' places. Normally, a friend organizes a group of 10, 15 friends, depending on how big the house and the kitchen is. And I do what I call not a cooking lesson, it's really a cooking party. Because it's more like, you know, I cook and tell them how to do, they participate in turns. It's not everybody doing the same thing at the same time. It's more like cooking, drinking, and chatting, and having fun at the same time. And obviously eating what we produce.
All right, well, if you're coming back to the States to do cooking parties, you're going to do one at my house, right?
Yeah, you find some pictures on my Instagram of what I do around. I am also a gardener. I told you I have a nice olive grove and a little vineyard. By the way, this year I did my first white wine, which was not excellent, but good enough to be a good company for dinner. And also I have a beautiful vegetable garden under the house there, which I really love to make every year richer. And you will see some pictures and also a video I posted lately on my beautiful vegetable garden, which is starting. That area is actually in the inland of Napoli, where I have my property. It's in Avellino area, which is a little bit colder than the coast, so I get vegetables a little bit later. And it's fun because I keep having fresh vegetables also when normally you don't find them by the coast. Okay, this is the last order I will have, and then we are ready for the stuffing. Here we are. You see the meat is perfectly cooked, the veggies are integrated, and the rice is starting to take a consistency.
Hey, by the way, for those of you watching, I just wanted to mention that Alfredo and I are doing a tour together. If you want to hang out with me and Alfredo for a week, we're going to be doing the Naples tour. So we still have seats on that. I think we've got about half the group full at this point. So if you are interested in getting to know Naples, and actually I'm going to go visit Alfredo in a time that is sooner rather than later, and we'll show you guys around Naples and show you why you might want to go and hang out with us for a week there. And will cooking be involved, Alfredo, in our Naples tour? Maybe, could be. So if you want to actually learn how to cook food with Alfredo in Naples, we are going to do that thing in October. And it looks like it's going to go. I mean, I feel like that's pretty certain.
And I think we should do something in Greece also, Sarah.
Do you now? Oh, do you now? You really think so?
I think so.
I don't know. What would we do in
My
Greece?
kitchen here is a bit small, but I think we can manage, even on the Greek week, on the Athenian staycation, we can manage to make a nice cooking party at my apartment here.
All right, so Alfredo has just given away our big secret, which is that We are, for this fall, because you guys can finally travel, Alfredo and I are organizing a week in Athens, which is going to be staying at the same hotel for a full week, getting to see a whole bunch of different Greek archaeological sites, islands. There's going to be all kinds of things. So this is what he and I have been conspiring on for a little while, and we'll have more information about that on Saturday when we see him for a walking tour.
Okay, perfecto. In the meanwhile, let me go on with the cooking lesson so that you can really cook your beautiful dishes. I'm going to start the oven here. Here we go. And I'm going to also take out the pan I'm going to use for the final position of the veggies. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start filling. I want to take a spoon to do that. It's the best. Easiest. I'm going to put already the 3 veggies here. Also the tomato. There we go. And then I will do the other 3 later. I don't want to keep you holding on this. We will switch to the salad. So what I will fill the inside. Now be careful. Don't go to the very top. Put just leave something on the top because the rice obviously will cook and will grow inside. Okay. So let's say like this, half of it. It's okay. Put a little bit more on this one. 2. Okay. And I will go with the pepper, which is a bit bigger, so we'll need a little bit more. Another one here. Okay, do you see it?
Yep.
Perfect. So this is the way you need to start. Not all like, overwhelming, but just a little bit less than the top. Then you cover with tops. Find a way to fix it in the pan. Usually you try to find peppers. I was not very lucky at the market this morning because usually try to find peppers that are a little bit more square on the bottom so they can stand. This one needs to be in a corner. It's okay for now. And here we put the zucchini. Okay, and we put the top to the zucchini like this. Perfetto. And then we continue with the tomato. Here we go. Okay. Now, what do you do here? You put some water on the bottom, and then you can put a little bit of olive oil on the top, a little bit of salt and pepper on the top too. And if you like, you can put some more. I would not put the mint and parsley on the top, but if you want to put some more thyme, for example, on the top, or you want to put some oregano, if you like oregano, you can put some oregano on the top and then put this in the oven. They will cook, you will see when they're ready because the vegetables will be more fluffy and the rice inside will be cooked. Usually it's about half an hour, 40 minutes to get ready. And this is a very nice dish, especially if you make it with the meat like I did. It's really a main. And then you can do a salad as a starter like we do. And you can do a dessert and that's a perfect complete meal. Okay, ragazzi?
Beautiful.
Endaxi, we say in Greek. Endaxi, vediamo. Oh, la calma. Pame. Pame means let's go. Andiamo. I know you're used to hear andiamo, but I can also say pame.
Pame, okay. All right, we can say pame.
Pame is the equivalent of andiamo. Okay, I'm gonna, just for now, this here, because I need to prepare the other two before they really go to my oven. And I will free this so that we can proceed with preparation of the Greek salad. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yep. And I'm actually going to do something because in the spirit of Cucina Quarentina, which is always work with what you've already got, I didn't go out and buy anything special. I raided my fridge and I found stuff that will make a kind of Greek salad. So it's not going to be exactly like yours, but this way people don't really have to buy anything special.
Okay, perfect. I will give you the ingredients that usually go into the Greek salad. And the typical ingredients are, let me get also the last one, which is waiting for me somewhere here. Okay, those ones, they were waiting for me there because these are capers. And these capers are from the island of Sericos, a beautiful island where I usually go in summer. They're tiny capers, but very, very tasty. And they are very salty, so they need to be in the water for a while before you use it. And then I'm gonna rinse them with a strainer. Here we go. And these ones are gonna be also part of my salad. Put it here. So capers, you can use any kind of salted capers you find, or you might find also the ones in vinegar, they're fine. Whatever you can find. It depends on where you live in the States, but now actually, this is my experience. I came to the States the first time when I was 18, and at the beginning, it was so difficult to find ingredients. Now, the more and more I come, and I will not tell you how old I am, the more and more I come, the more and more I find very good ingredients, especially in main big cities, you find a lot. So, cucumber, okay, a beautiful, nice tomato, green pepper.
I have a little red pepper, but I'm just substituting.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I had also a yellow one. You can put some if you like colors. I always say you have to go with your feeling, so not only with your fridge. Yeah. But if the feeling is also that you feel more, you want a more colorful dish, you can use, instead of the green pepper, you can use a yellow pepper, which gives a very nice combination of colors.
Yeah, this is the most colorful salad. And then I have a red onion as well, right?
And then the red onion, okay? Yeah. And we have also some beautiful Kalamata olives.
Yeah, olives. Forgot the olives.
Okay. Kalamata olives. And then the last ingredient is the cheese, which is basically the feta cheese. But you can find very different kind of feta cheese. I like the feta cheese, which is a little bit more tender. Not the one which is like a brick when you buy it. And some cheese sellers, you see, this one is more like a tender, and it's nicer because it's smoother. When you put on the salad, the crumbles are smoother and they mix better with the rest. Okay.
All right. Yep. I got a little bit of kettle cheese.
So these are the ingredients. I did recap the ingredients for the stuffing here. If you want, I'll go quickly there. Olive oil, and then we add the onion at the beginning, the meat with salt, pepper, and thyme. Then we added the heart of the zucchini and the tomato, and then we added the herbs. Some more olive oil, some water, and the stuffing is ready, and the tomato. Here are the ingredients for the salad. Now, for the salad, what we need to do? We need to wash the 3 ingredients, and we need to clean also the onion. So let's go on the cleaning session here. So I'm gonna do one by one the ingredients. First of all, I wanna get also ready the place where all this goes. I was not very fast to do this before in the prep, so quickly I will get it. Okay, I have a beautiful salad. So my friend Maria and I will have the salad in this beautiful bowl later.
So Maria is actually getting paid for her camera work today, right? Because she's getting to eat all of this.
Yes, she's singing for her dinner, I think.
She's singing for her supper, yeah.
Okay, so here we are. And we're gonna have some nice wine with this, obviously. So I start cleaning the cucumber. You can clean entirely, but I like actually to leave a little bit. Show you. You see, like a little tiny bit on the corners, because these give color. And I do like actually the texture also of the outside of the peel. So slice it.
So you can choose here. You can either peel the cucumber or you can leave the skin on. I'm going to do kind of what you're doing, where I leave a little bit of the peel.
I think leaving a little is the good compromise.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
agree.
nice compromise because it's not too thick when you eat it, but at the same time it's crunchy.
Yeah. It's a little too tough if you leave the whole skin on, but just a little bit of skin gives it a little bit of texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like this. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Just 3 corners, let's see, huh? And I finish this. Here we go. And I'm gonna start cleaning the onion.
So the nice thing about a Greek salad is that basically the most basic ingredients are tomato, onion, and cucumber, but then you can kind of raid your fridge, right? And just put whatever sounds interesting in.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually, it's a way that, you know, you can do, but don't tell this to Greek people.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I won't. I won't.
Okay. You know, I'm always honest with you.
I know you are. I know you are.
So here we are, slicing the onion.
And I have to say, this is probably my favorite salad to make because I am terrible at salads. Did you know that, Alfredo? I can cook anything. I really can, but I can't cook a salad. I can't make a salad to save my life.
This is actually a wonderful summer salad. And basically, we call it a salad, but it's really a dish. I mean, it's a complete meal. If you consider that these has all the vegetables, then the cheese, then the olive oil, then you usually can eat it either with bread or with this beautiful Greek little crostini they call dakos. And they are perfect because they have the perfect consistency. You can put it under the salad also, and they get a little bit moist, but they don't get, you know, mushy. They are very nice. Dakos, remember. These are the base of the Crete salad, usually, from the island of Crete. But you can use it as the bread to go with the Greek salad. They are perfect. Okay?
This is, I already feel like I'm sitting on the plaka eating a nice Greek salad.
You
smell the perfume just takes you.
I wanted to make you feel, because when I am in Athens, you know, I feel really happy. You know, I love Napoli, you know, I don't need to tell you. And I love my place and I love my family. But I have to say that when I get to Greece, I have a feeling that I just relax.
Yeah.
The moment I get on a ferry or I get on a plane to come here, I just feel that everything is left behind. And then I can relax and enjoy.
I agree.
I don't know why, it's always been like this. Maybe because I am from Magna Graecia, which used to be a Greek colony, Napoli. By the way, the name of the city Napoli, Neapolis, is a Greek name, which means new city. And funny enough, the neighborhood where I live in Athens is Neapoli. So I moved from Napoli to Neapoli. So it's
that works.
Yeah, it works a lot. I like it.
I would agree with you. I'd agree with you about the feeling when you get to Greece. There's something very, I don't know, it's almost a spiritual place, isn't it?
It is. And there is a very strong, actually, spiritual connection. I'm actually doing some studies because I'm doing a master during the times I'm not touring at Napoli University. Okay. And the subject, actually, I'm going to do the thesis work at the end, is going to be about Mediterranean diet and the ancient medicines. And both areas I focus on, one is south of Napoli, Cilento, close to the archaeological site of Elea Velia. And here in Greece, there is Kos, obviously, where Hippocrates used to be practicing, but also other areas like Epidaurus, where there was Asclepius. And I'm going to try to find the connections between those ancient medicines in Italy and Greece, both of Greek origin, and the Mediterranean diet in the two countries. So it's going to be, I think, interesting and fun. And probably then I can also put some of that in my cooking classes. It will be fun.
Hey, I'd love it if you took me to the Cilento. I've always wanted to go down there and I just never have time. So maybe we should go in June. Just go take a little road trip
Yeah,
down to
yeah,
Cilento.
it's a
I'd love
very
that.
nice area, and there is one of the most amazing archaeological site. I should not tell you here in Greece, but the most preserved temples are in Paestum and Agrigento in Sicily. But in Campania and Paestum, we have amazingly preserved temples, and that's Cilento. Paestum is already.
Is that really? I didn't realize that Paestum was the Cilento. Okay.
Paestum is already in the area of Cilento.
Oh, okay.
So here we are. I put also some fresh basil I took from my plant here. I just rinsed a few leaves, and they go in. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the capers I prepared before, which have been rinsed and drained. Here they are. Now, what do I add to my salad? Obviously, the olives, a few olives. I'll tell you something. If you go to any restaurant in Athens, I made fun of myself counting every time. Usually they put 7. I don't know why. There must be a reason, an odd number. But they usually I find 7 olives, and I'm always counting. I won't find 6. But no. So we will go for an odd number: 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna put 12, 13. I'm gonna put 13 for marinara. Okay.
That's a good number. Lucky. That's a lucky number, not in the United States. So
it's also a lucky number. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm riffing a little bit on what Alfredo's doing. So I have used red pepper, red onion, zucchini, tomato, just plain black olives because that's what I have on hand. And then I had just a little bit of a crumbled cheese. It's not feta, but it's a crumbled cheese that works okay. And then I'm going to just sort of deviate a little bit and put just a tiny bit of mint in because I have my mint plant, Alfredo, that's like, I thought it was dead. I thought my mint plant was dead. And I was out in the greenhouse the other day and oh my goodness, all of a sudden my mint plant came back to life. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, it's a good thing to add.
I'm gonna put the also oregano, which is very, very typical on the Greek salad. Yeah, I'm going with the oregano, fresh. It's not fresh, but it's the one that you fresh ground. It's dry oregano, but you grind it at the moment, like this. And I do like some fresh thyme on this. It's very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get from my pot here some more of my fresh thyme, and we're gonna put it.
Oh, you're gonna cook it. All right.
No, I'm gonna put it on the top.
Oh, put it. Oh, I thought you said cook it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be using olive oil today. I just wanted to show you guys this olive oil. This was gifted to me by Diana Connolly, who wonderfully hosted us on our road trip. She's follows me on Adventures with Sarah, and she gifted me this beautiful olive oil. Just a thought about olive oil: when you get something like this, it's a beautiful gift. Use it for salads. Don't cook with it. A lot of people think, oh, look, fancy olive oil, I should cook with it. No, you should not. You should put it on a salad. And look how cool this is. Watch this, Alfredo. This is so cool. So the lid, when I opened it up, it's got a spout that pops up. Isn't that cool?
No, I agree. And it's actually, when you have a good quality olive oil, it's important. Here in Greece, they use olive oil for everything. Also for frying. I do use sometimes, seldom, olive oil for frying, but especially for the salad, I use good quality one. Otherwise, for cooking, still extra virgin olive oil, but not one that you pay 20 euros for per bottle. I mean, even a 6 euros per bottle here in Italy, because in the States, you never find 6 euros or the equivalent of 6 euros for the olive oil. But here in Italy or in Greece, you can find a 6 euros olive oil, which is pretty good to cook. And you use the good one, the special one, your friend, yourself, or somebody offered you, or you buy in a very nice organic shop. That one, you just keep it for the salads. And not only the salads, if you put some at the very end on a nice soup, for example, without cooking, when you eat the soup, before eating, just a spoon of fresh olive oil, or on the top of it, special pasta or whatever. In that case, without cooking, that's the best way of tasting a good olive oil. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Okay, So here we are. We have the basic ingredients ready. I'm gonna get the spoons to turn them. My beautiful olive wood spoons. Here they go. I'm gonna add the olive oil we didn't put yet. Here we go. I'm gonna put some salt. I didn't put yet. There is some salt in the caper, so I don't put too much. And anyway, I don't eat much salt. Lately, even less. And I think that it helped also with losing weight, not putting too much salt. That's another secret. Sarah, okay?
All right.
Okay. And now we can start mixing up different ingredients like this. It's a beautiful, colorful salad. That's another thing. And then also the textures are so different. You know, the onions and we need another ingredient yet. I forgot. Let's go. The last ingredient is a little bit of green pepper. That and then we have the very last, which is my favorite one. I will tell you later. But now I'm gonna add here the. Sorry, Maria. I'm gonna just use it. Here we go. And now I slice it. Here we go. Okay, I think it's enough to give the taste. So now the salad is ready. The only ingredient missing is the cheese. We put the cheese on the top usually. And you see what I was saying? This kind of feta I like is more tender. So you can just crumble it and it's not dry. It gives a very nice consistency.
Oh, man. You people and your wonderful local fresh foods. We can't get anything exactly like that
I know,
in the
I
States.
know.
But just a tip for people who live in Seattle, there's a place called Big John's PFI, which is close to downtown, and they will sell you that kind of feta cheese. And it's inexpensive, except for you need to buy it by the pound, like a whole pound. Or actually, no, it's the kilo. I think you need to buy 2 pounds. So just a little tip if you need to buy beautiful cheese.
Okay, ragazzi, let me just rinse my hands. So, this is the result. This is our beautiful salad. Those are the veggies. I will not show you the final result because we need some time in the oven, as I said. But I will send Sarah maybe pictures of the vegetables ready and she will post it on the website.
Yep.
I hope you liked this nice episode of Cucina Quarentina from Athens, from my apartment in Neapoli, Exarchia. This is the neighborhood, the complete name of the neighborhood here. And now Maria and I, we're gonna continue with our dinner and chats over my terrace with nice music. And I hope to see you soon. Maybe you're gonna join our beautiful tour here in Athens, staycation we are programming with Sarah. And you can come physically in this apartment to cook and have fun with us and drink with us and be happy. In Greece, we say, Yamas.
Yamas. That sounds fantastic. So thank you so much, Alfredo. You are always a jewel. I always love hanging out with you. And thanks for everybody watching for hanging out with us this morning and learning how to cook some Greek food. I am going to have Greek salad for breakfast because this smells absolutely divine. And I feel like I'm in Athens again. So that's wonderful. So Alfredo's going to join us again on Saturday for a mystery event. We can't promise anything because the regulations are changing in Greece right now. So just something cool will happen on Saturday morning, but also on Saturday, we'll give you guys more information about this idea that he and I have had about creating a staycation where you can cook with him in his apartment and explore Athens and the within the area of Athens out into the countryside and the islands. So that's what we're up to. We're always cooking up something, aren't we, Alfredo? You and I?
Sempre, always.
Always. All right. Thanks, everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to continue on with our Greek theme. We're going to be joined by a local guide named Faye in Athens, who's going to take us around some of the famous sites there. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Grazie. Wait, how do I say thank you in Greek again?
Efkaristo.
Efkaristo.
Efkaristo, yeah.
Efcaristo. All right, very good. Well, grazie. We'll see you again soon. Ciao, Alfredo.
Prego, a presto, ciao.
Ciao, Maria.
Grazie.
Ciao, Maria.